Alright, so it'd be rude to not kick off this series doing a workout. So today I'm going to show you my back and shoulders workout, probably my most important session of the week, as they're the two muscle groups which I'm working on the most. So today I'm doing shoulders and back, going to walk you through, show you how I train most importantly, and set the standard for this series. So let's go. Alright, we're going to kick it off with my favourite exercise for lats. I'm not going to get too sciencey, all of that. I just like coming in, training hard, get the job done, 45 minutes, and then get the fuck out of it and get on my day. So first exercise is going to be underhand lat pull down. It's my favourite exercise for lats, as I just said. Very simple, underhand grip, pretty close. And I'm just rowing down with my elbows, crunching in with my lats. Get a really good squeeze, stretch up, like that. And it's really good for your bicep activation as well, because obviously you're pulling down, so you get biceps and your lats. What's the saying? 2 birds with 1 stone. Is that what you say? Yeah. But yeah, this is a really good movement. I like to go pretty heavy, especially because it's underhand. You can go a lot heavier than if it's just overhand. It doesn't mess about my shoulders. If you do like normal lat pull down pretty wide, it'll mash up your shoulders. So do it underhand, and this is going to ultimately warm my back up for my main 2 exercises, which are going to be a barbell row and a single arm row, which I'm going to do after this. My training is very simple. I like to do 1 or 2 top sets, maximum 2 top sets, lifting heavy, good form. I'm working in the 6 to 10 rep range for 80% of my exercises, as you'll see today. But yeah, I'm not going to do too much talking. Just want to come in here and hit a good session. Right, first set, let's set the standard. These sets, they're not messing around, they're to total failure. A lot of people would have stopped 4 reps short then, I guarantee. But you've got to control your breathing, deep breaths in, hammer for 1 set, and then you can move on. No point doing 3-4 sets, it's a waste of time. Get it done in 1 set, and then move on to the next exercise, simple as that. Right, next exercise I'm going to do, which is the main event, and that's going to be barbell row. I'm just going to do 1 all-out top set. That last exercise I did 2 sets, this one I'm just going to do 1 set. Lift as heavy as I can. I'll just give you a quick demo on how I do this. This is going to be the best exercise you can do, the best compound movement you can do for your whole posterior chain. Hamstrings, glutes, back, everything. So I'll just lower it down and then roll like that. I don't go all the way down like this, because then it's a bit of a weaker position and I'm not as stable. So I'll load the bar up. Today I'll do 90 and see what we can get. Each session I'm just aiming at progressively overloading. Very basic concept, but people just don't, when they're in the gym, they just forget about it. They're like, oh yeah, I'll do that, but they really don't. Each session you want to be improving your weight and increasing the amount of reps you do. So last week I got 6 reps and 90, so see, I've really got to beat that. That's my motivation in the gym, beating what I was doing last week. So I'm out of breath. Let's go. Right, so this is going to be my top set. This is my main exercise of the whole workout. So I'm going to put everything into a set, and I want to show you what training hard actually fucking looks like. A lot of you train like pussies. Usually I have some like aggressive drill blasting through my headphones, but I don't have them today. I'm going to rely on pure motivation. about this exercise as well, I should have bought straps because my grip was failing. That was a good set. That's it, I'm not going to try to do another set. It's like shooting a dead horse twice. There's no point altering my recovery. Leave it at that. Signal, sensor, muscle now. Move on to the next exercise. The thing about this style of training, where you're just putting everything into one set, the form's not perfect, and to be honest, I wouldn't recommend it for complete beginners. If it's your first year in the gym, do 2-3 sets, lighter weight, and just feel the movement out. If you've been training 3, 4, 5 years, like I have, then you can apply this training. It's going to be most effective because my form's pretty decent with all these exercises now. I'm just focused on the intensity and loading up the movements as much as possible. If you're a beginner trying to do this type of training, you're going to get injured because your joints, etc., haven't got used to lifting weights, especially heavy weights. You're more likely to get injured. So if you've been in the gym 3+ years, then it's fine to load up the bar and just fucking go at it. But if you're a beginner, I'd stay away from this. Drop the weight, drop the ego, and just focus on the form. You're going to make way better progress like this. You don't have to train like an absolute animal like me if it's your first year in the gym, because sniffing a dumbbell will get you some gains. But if you're hitting plateaus, the only thing you should be focused on is intensity, because that's what's going to get you out the hole. Not doing 5 sets. Focus on the intensity. I was just telling Charlie last night, I had to go around, cooked a steak, mate, look at this. What is that? It's still moving, mate. I can still hear it breathing. Look how rare that is. Literally pink. Disgusting. I had to throw half of it away because it was actually unedible. Don't let blondes cook for you. Before I do every exercise as well, I'll do a little feeder set. So I'll warm up at the start of my session, and then for every exercise, I'll just do one set with a light weight where I'm just feeling out the movement, getting my muscles ready for it. I'm not just going to slap on my top weight straight away without warming into the exercise. So I'll just do 10 reps on each arm, get used to the movement, get my lats engaged, and then we'll be ready for a top set. I'm just going to do one set on this exercise, like the last one. But this is one of my staple movements as well. Every half decent gym will have a single arm row like this, where you can focus on your lats, which is going to get you that wide looking back, so you can walk around like an absolute god this summer. I've been doing my best recently. Past 2 weeks we've been so good in the UK. I've been doing my best to get a tan. I think I'm looking reasonably tanned. Even though the UV's been like 4, I've still been sat outside like this all day hoping to get a tan. But right, I'm going to do my top set now. For unilateral movements, I always do my weaker side first. So for me, my left side of my body is naturally a bit weaker. I don't know why. Just, I'm right-handed, so a lot of stuff I do is with my right hand. So left side of my body is a bit weaker. So I'll always do on unilateral exercises my left side first. Let's do this first set. Just one set on this, as I said. That was good, that. Last week I got 8 reps on that, and now it's 10. So each week I'm progressing. I'm not drilling myself into the ground doing 3 sets. I'm just focusing on progressing that one set, one all-out set, put all my energy into it, then I can move on. So I'll just wait 30 seconds, then I'll move on to my right side. You've really got to fight for those last reps. Those last 2 reps are ones that counts the most. It's like when I went out running with my dad when I was younger, we'd run 5K, and it would start to get hard at like 3, 4K. And he'd always be like, this is a part where you've got to dig in, because it's the part that counts the most. Those first 5 reps, yeah, they're important, but it's really those last reps near failure which are going to help you grow and develop mentally and physically as well. Right, back's done now. I did 4 total sets on back. All you need. There's no point in me doing more. My back's fried now. I've worked it. Now I can go home, recover, and next week come back stronger. So now what I'm doing is shoulders. I usually shoulder press on my shoulder and tricep workout, so today it's going to be an emphasis on the side delt and rear delt. That's the two muscles which are really going to get your shoulder popping. So I'll do a side delt with cable and then dumbbells, which I'll do after. With cables, I set it down low. I'll stand pretty far away and I'm basically just rising out to the side, raising out to the side. I mean, I have a slight lean forward, and with lateral raises, I puff my chest out, have my shoulders back. That way I'm not engaging my traps as much, and raise straight out to the side like that. I'm not too strict in my form, because otherwise I'm going to restrict my muscles being able to move, right? So it don't matter if I struggle a little bit, but I'm just trying to minimize my trap engagement. And then that way I can use some more weight to put through the muscle. So that's how I'm doing it at the moment with lateral raises. As always, progressively overloading, but with an isolation movement like this, I'm not really going to progressive overload with weight that much. Two other forms of progressive overload I use are either, my mind's gone blank, I'll either add on some reps or I'll tweak my form a little bit to make it harder. They're the two other ways you can overload. So tweak your form, make your form better, or add an extra rep each session. But with isolations, the overload's going to be a lot smaller than a compound movement. Just bear that in mind, but I'm focused on the form for these isolations. After a set of lateral raises, your shoulders should be burning, getting a full range all the way. And if you're not getting a good pump on these exercises, then you're doing something wrong with your form. After each exercise, you should feel a pump, otherwise you're doing something wrong. If it doesn't feel right, don't keep doing it the way you're doing it, right? In your training, if something's not feeling right, switch it up, otherwise you're not going to make results. And also, one more thing, when people do an isolation like a lateral raise, they think it's meant to be easy and they'll just fanny around, pick a light weight, and they won't train as hard. Just because it's an isolation doesn't mean you should slack with your intensity. I'll still go into all out failure, really pushing my shoulder and my body to complete failure. So just because it's an isolation exercise, don't take it easy. Every single exercise should be done hard. Yeah, my shoulder's cooked already. After one set, I'm finished. Right, now I'm going to do a dumbbell lateral raise. Pretty self-explanatory, but there are a few key tips for my form. First of all, I used to hold dumbbells like this, but I've moved them forward and I'll lean over a bit, put my shoulders up, back, down, puff my chest out, all side delt, minimal trap activation. So I have dumbbells out in front of me and I'm raised out like this. That's a big thing which changed my lateral raise. And the past 2 weeks using this, my shoulders, they've blown up. Like personally, this is the best shape I've ever been in. Pretty much, this is my first week cutting right, hence why this is episode 1. But I'm starting to look way fuller and leaner already. So I'm excited to see what I'm gonna look like at the end of this series. I'll give you a proper like physique check after a session, but yeah, looking fucking big. And I've just hopped back on creatine as well. I had a month off it, but it's basically natural steroids, isn't it? Another thing with lateral raises, right, I used to pick up like 5 kilo, do really strict, regimented form like this, but I wasn't seeing any growth, so switched up the form to what I just showed you, picked up now 12 kg, pretty heavy weight, and really just not so much focused on being slow, but just really overloading the muscle, putting it through its paces, and my shoulders growing way more doing this style of training where I'm lifting heavier weight. The form's not as perfect, but just the load that's going through the muscle and the work that I'm putting on the muscle, it's enabled them to really grow and fill out. So try that next time you do shoulders, pick up a heavier weight and focus on your form. That's the intensity technique you can use as well. Rest, pause, rest for 10 seconds, and then keep going. Managed to squeeze out an extra 5 reps just by resting, let my muscle recover for a second, and then going back. So that's side delts done. Now I'm gonna do some rear delts. Right, so now I've basically completed my workout, got one more exercise to do, which is gonna make your shoulder look way fuller. Everyone knows this. Rear delt fly, this is how I like to do it. I like to grab 2 cables, very lightweight. Few simple things. I'll put my shoulders back and down and I'll puff my chest out. When my chest is puffed out, similar to lateral raise, I'm less likely to engage my scapula and my traps. So keep it fixed like that, chest up, head up. Now I can isolate my rear delt, really make that pop out, flying out to the side. I'm just thinking about rolling my elbows back to the back corners of the room, engaging that rear delt. And I'll just do 2 sets on this, get that fired up. And yeah, I'll do this exercise twice a week. For lateral raises, rear delts, and shoulders in general, because they're what I'm prioritizing at the moment, I'll do them twice a week. I'm gonna cover my split later on in this video, so stick around for that. But yeah, I'm just doing these movements twice a week. If you wanna grow muscle, train it twice. If you wanna maintain something, once a week is gonna cut it. But I'll talk more about that later. Got half an hour cardio after this. It's my first week on the cut, as I just said, so that's my first week doing cardio. Every day I'm doing 30 minutes, or 5 days a week, I'm doing 30 minutes of cardio. Stairmaster is my preferred way of doing cardio. It burns the most calories in the least amount of time, so get the best bang for your buck. In half an hour, I can burn 300 calories, whereas on an incline walk, it's not as intense, you're not gonna get as much of a sweat on, and you're only gonna burn, say 250 max calories. So I like to do Stairmaster, just lock in for half an hour and get it done. And what I was just saying is, it's so easy to skip cardio. Like right now, I'm coming to the end of my session. I really do not want to do cardio. Like, I'm cooked right now. I just want to go home, get a nice meal in, have a nice shower. But that's where you got to keep disciplined and do what you say you're going to do. If I say I'm going to do something, I have to do it, because I can't turn back on my word. Otherwise, you're going to get mentally weaker. So always do what you say you're going to do, and follow through on your word, and keep that discipline. Don't let your bitch voice creep in. Motivational talk over. Let's get this set in. Right, that's session boxed off. Now let's get the Stairmaster in. Just a quick sidetrack from the video. Do you not have your dream body for summer yet? We're nearing the end of April now, which leaves us about 6 to 8 weeks until summer gets fully underway. Arguably next week. Our Ibiza openings is in 2 weeks, right? But 6 to 8 weeks is the perfect amount of time to start seeing noticeable changes in the gym, in the mirror. It doesn't matter whether you struggle with your training or your diet. What to eat, how much of it to eat, how much cardio to do, what training split should you follow, what intensity should you be using in the gym to get the best results. And the real answer is, there is not one answer to these questions, right? It depends on the individual and your lifestyle. That's why I've now opened 10 slots to work with me personally, one-on-one, for an 8-week period, taking you right up to summer to get into the best condition that you possibly can before you go on holiday, whether that's Ibiza like me, or you're going to Greece, or you're going to Spain. If you're hardworking, you're committed, but you don't know exactly what you should be doing in the kitchen with your diet or in the gym with your training, you can click the link below to book a call with me directly to find out more on how I can help you, or message me the word summer on Instagram, ask me any questions you have, we can have a conversation and see what will work best for you. I'm only opening 10 slots as that's the maximum amount of people I can take on, so I can put as much effort as I can into every single client. So when the 10 slots are gone, they're gone. There'll be no more. This is a perfect chance until summer, literally 8 weeks, and then we'll be heading into June, ready to have the summer of our lives. And I'm telling you now, you will not achieve your dream body without the correct guidance. You got to stop guessing, and then you'll start progressing. I'll see you on the other side. That is what a typical training session looks like for me at the moment. No bullshit, no nonsense. I like to go in there, focus for 45 minutes, and then I leave. Not like you powerlifters, go in there, sit down for half an hour, catch up with people, talk about your fucking dog, then train for about 2 hours, but you don't actually train, and then you swan around for another hour after your workout, and then you go home. A lot of people, they spend like 2-3 hours in the gym. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Go in there, 45 minutes, then I'm out. I've got shit to do. It's a lot more efficient and effective way of training. 1-2 top sets, train hard, then you can leave. Job done. Simple as. Now what I'm going to do is show you my raw physique without a pump in the morning. I took this video this morning, I'm about to show you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and walk you through the strategy for my cut. I've got about 8, 9, 10 weeks until the date that I want to be shredded by. So I'm going to map out what my cut's going to look like so you lot can follow along and join me to get fucking shredded for summer. Let's go. Alright, so you've just seen my physique, what I'm looking like in the morning, no pump, no food. That was actually this morning, Monday the 14th of April. That is what I'm looking like. Now I've got a 10-week cut. I don't actually have a date of when I'm going to Ibiza. I just know that I'm going to be going to Ibiza or some sort of holiday like that this summer. Now, when it comes to structuring a cut, this is actually the first year which I'm doing a proper cut, as last year I was doing a lot of boxing. So the approach is very similar. When I was fighting, I had a fight day, I'd reverse it by 10 weeks and that would be my camp. I'd do a 10-week camp and each week it would get more difficult, more difficult. It's the same kind of concept when you're doing a cut with your weight training. So I'm gonna put on the screen right now my kind of layout for this cut, week 1, which is this episode, and you're gonna see what I'm doing, and each week it will be progressively harder, more cardio, less calories, etc., till I strip all the fat off so I can get absolutely shredded for when I walk into O Beach this summer. Alright, first thing that I want to cover, and that is the training. So my training split will be on screen. This is focused for me. I wouldn't recommend you copy the split unless shoulders is a priority for you, because it is for me. As you would have seen in the video before this, shoulders is a lagging body part for me. Naturally, I have quite narrow clavicles, which means my shoulders, I don't have wide, broad shoulders structurally, if that makes sense. So for me, I really need to get bigger shoulders to make my physique look a lot wider. And I'm also doing a lot of arm training as well. So shoulders and arms I'm doing twice a week. Chest, back, legs I'm doing once a week. Legs, don't do them more than once a week. If you can do legs twice a week, you ain't training them hard enough. Simple as. In the following episode, I'm going to show you a leg session because 99% of the population don't train legs properly. So I need to show you motherfuckers how it's done. So weight training, very simple. That's probably the least important thing when it comes to cutting, because I've been doing that for 5 years anyway. That's sorted. Next thing that I'm introducing, and that is cardio. So at the moment I'm doing 5 cardio sessions per week. I'm doing 30 minutes. This might vary from Stairmaster. I might do a spin bike or an incline walk. I'm not too stressed about what the form of cardio is, as long as I'm burning about 200 to 300 calories. And obviously as the weeks progress, I'll add 10 minutes on to my cardio, or I might increase the incline on the treadmill, speed up the Stairmaster. Forms of progressive overload with cardio apply, as well as weight training. It's the same kind of concept. So training, cardio, now we've got to think about calories. This is the most important thing when it comes to cutting, right? So training, you're going to be building and maintaining your muscle. Cardio is a tool that you can use to put yourself in a deeper calorie deficit. But it all comes down to calories in, calories out. Everyone knows this. I don't need to tell you, I don't need to try and sell you my fucking course to teach you that you need to be eating less calories than you burn to lose fat. Simple. Now, when it comes to build up of my calories and what I'm consuming, in a cut, generally I'm going to lower my carbs a little bit. And bear in mind, I'm trying to focus my diet, 1, on obviously losing weight and looking the best I can, but 2, also productivity. If I'm filling my body up with carbs, naturally throughout the day I'm going to feel slow, sluggish, and it's going to affect my work as well. So I'm trying to combine it all, focusing on productivity, but also my fitness goals as well. You got to cater to both, because if you just cater your diet 100% to training, unless you're a professional athlete, it's really going to slow your work down. Your mind's not going to be as sharp as it needs to be, especially if you're in business. My priority is protein, 200 to 220 grams of protein. At the moment, I'm weighing 77.7 kilograms. Especially in a cut, the protein is what's gonna enable your body to hold on to that muscle and actually continue building muscle. People think that you can't build muscle while on a cut. I think you can. Your diet just has to be right and you just have to be eating enough protein. Now, carbohydrates, around 200 grams of that. This is gonna be coming from fruit. I eat a lot of fruit daily. You motherfuckers not eating enough fruit. Get yourself a fruit bowl, fill it up, and just throughout the day, eat it. It's good for you, and it's good form of carbohydrates, natural as well. And then my other form of carbs, which I have my main meals, sweet potato and rice. Sometimes I have white potato. Stay away from pasta on a cut. It just makes me feel slow, sluggish. Like, unless I've got to go around and we're cooking pasta, I'm not really gonna be eating pasta. And then for my supplements, I like to have 6 grams of creatine every day. Maybe I have a little bit more as my body weight's higher than it used to be. And then I'll drink 3 to 4 liters of water every day to help the creatine fill up my muscles. If you're not drinking a lot of water while you're on creatine, it's pointless. It's just going to dehydrate your muscles even more. So if you want the full benefit of creatine and you really want to activate it, drink a little bit more water. So that is a quick summary of what my week 1 on the cut looks like. Now I'm going to dive back into a bit of vlogging, show you a lot what I'm eating, how I prepare my food, etc, etc, as diet is the most important thing. And maybe I'll show you a bit of training behind the scenes this week as well. Today is Monday and this episode is being released on Wednesday, so I've got a bit of time to show you a lot what I'm getting up to, so let's get into it. Morning boys, what's going on? Today's Wednesday, which only means one thing, that is fucking leg day. I've just pulled up to the gym now. It's currently just gone 8 o'clock in the morning, so I'm gonna smash this leg day today. Had my coffee, had my electrolytes, so I'm ready to hit this session. Gonna bring you a lot with me for the session. Today is one of the days which I do not do cardio, as it's a leg day. I'm already burning a fuck ton of calories. Cardio would just be unnecessary. Out of all the spaces in the car park, my man chooses to park right next to me, and the car park's literally empty. Don't get people sometimes, and he's almost hit my car. So I'm gonna go hit this session, catch you lot in the gym. All right, so I just got to the gym. Inside it's pretty busy and it's just full of old people, so it's not really the vibe to be filming in. I filmed a set of leg extensions. Some grandma walks in, she's like staring at me for 5 seconds. Literally looks like I've just spat on her feet or something. Give me the most disgusted look. So I've come outside, so no one's out here. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Take my top off. I'll just have to get a little bit more creative with the exercises. As I said, I did 2 sets of leg extensions inside, so out here they've got a fuck ton of equipment. Let me show you. Got all these kettlebells, dumbbells, plates, and obviously all these racks. Sick bit of equipment. When I was boxing, I was in it every day, using the assault bike, using the outdoor bit. It is fucking freezing though, so good job it is leg day. But what I'm gonna do now, switch up my workout a bit. I'll do barbell back squats. I haven't done them in about 2 years because I almost broke my back last time, so I'm gonna try not to do that today. So I've done 2 sets of leg extensions. Now I'll do squats. I'll do barbell RDL. I'll do some split squats, some lunges outside. And yeah, I haven't done a session out here since literally last summer, so it's nice to just switch up my workouts a little bit. Otherwise it gets a bit boring just doing the same thing every single week, but that's how you get consistent, that's how you grow. So I'll load up the bar now and let's get these squats going. Much better now I'm inside, not freezing. It's probably like 5 degrees outside, so way too cold. Even though the sun's out, don't get deceived, it's fucking freezing. Nice little leg room. So I'm just gonna wrap up hamstrings now and do some calves and then we'll be done. Right, so I'm back from the gym now, just whipped up a little post-workout meal. Feels weird saying post-workout meal and it's 9 AM. This is the first meal I've eaten all day actually, so I need protein, carbs, all the nutrients. I always fit my meals around my workouts, so say I structure a full day of eating, I'll always have a meal, usually before and after, straight away after my workout. That way my body can recover and have all the nutrients that it needs to be able to recover effectively. So here I've got 4 eggs, half an avocado. I've got 60 grams of oats with some frozen berries. And then I'm gonna have my 6 grams of creatine with my water as well. But yeah, I always position the meal before and after my workout. Today was an exception because, I don't know, I just woke up and I felt up for the leg session early, so I went and did it. But yeah, I'm gonna munch this down, probably about 700-800 calories, but bear in mind, I haven't eaten yet today, so I need it. Yes guys, that is going to wrap it up for episode 1 of Road to Ibiza. Let me know in the comments what you thought of this episode, what you want to see me include in future episodes so I can make them the best that they possibly can be for you lot. Also, every like, every subscriber means the world to me. I'm really trying to push on with YouTube now, so that'd be much appreciated if you could subscribe if you're not already. RS3 season will be returning on Sunday. Apologies, there was no upload for 3 weeks. Had to sort some things out, work on this series, but RS3 season will be back every single Sunday, as well as Road to Ibiza on Wednesdays. Just another quick reminder, I'm only doing 10 slots for my one-on-one coaching to work with me to get in the best shape of your life this summer. So if you're interested, drop me a message, ask me a question. I'll be happy to help you out and figure out an agreement which works for the both of us. But other than that, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it and I will see you next week. Next week I'll have a trim as well. See you in a bit.